Yeah, so apparently they do get the outpost. That's fine. We can just auto resolve it. Just retreat.
Let's not spoil our fun.
A few moments later.
Uh-oh. This is not good. Fuck. Fucking hell. Oh, you gotta be effing kidding me, man. Because he withdrew from that fucking garrison fight. He can't withdraw here. God dang it. This is not good. This is not good. Bollocks. Well, shit. I think I completely fucked up. It looks like we're gonna lose our faction leader here, boys. In a blaze of glory. Shizer. Well, these units aren't particularly good. These units are a little bit better. But they just got too many of them is the problem. Well, let's steal one of these. The only thing we can do. Fucking hell. Yeah, because we withdrew from that previous fight. Damn it. Alright guys, we gotta talk about Total War Pharaoh Dynasties, in particular the battles. And I'm gonna be honest with you all, the more I play this game, the more I have been really enjoying it. And you're probably all sitting there thinking I am mad, or I'm, you know, taking a little bit of a kickback from the folks over at Creative Assembly. But honestly, the battles have been a lot of fun, and I'm going to tell you why and try and showcase some of that in this disaster battle that I'll break down in a moment here. But what really, you have elements of a number of different things that seem to make the battles much better than they've been, and I'm going to say, like, put it out there that they may be the best battles we've had in Total War since Shogun 2. So I don't know, maybe, but here's the thing: the battles are fast paced. You have a lot of very fast moving units. There's an element of charge bonus. Charge bonus is very strong, and the new lethality mechanic kind of solves a lot of issues that were introduced when the hit point system was introduced. And yeah, lethality has just been, for the most part, a game changer. Like, it really gives the battle a different feel from Troy or Pharaoh in the Legacy Edition. And even if you want to go back to like Rome 2, they're very different. It feels very different than Rome 2. But on top of that, you do also have morale shocks, like flanking and charges in the rear do have a pretty big impact on morale. So we're gonna showcase some of these things in this battle here, but before we do, let me sort of give you a breakdown of what was sort of going on in this battle. Alright, you may be wondering, how did I get myself into this little situation to begin with? Well, it's a little bit of a long story, but I'll try and explain as best I can. If you want to see the full breakdown, I'll leave a link to the stream in the comments. But essentially what happened was I split up the horde a little bit, and Iolis's army here got switched around a little bit because we fought a siege where we had taken quite a few casualties, And so all of the units that were the most damaged ended up in Iolus's army because he was getting much faster replenishment than the others. And then the armies got split up a bit. We haven't yet got them back together in order to reorganize the armies. So that's the first thing. Armies were split up. I like to typically keep my armies together and just use force of just use the numbers essentially to break my opponents. But unfortunately, in this situation, that's not what we're gonna be able to do. So what happened was, I was sieging or went to attack a minor settlement with Iolus, and there was a pretty heavy garrison there, and the odds weren't great. I thought, let me continue the siege during the end turn, and that way if they sally out, maybe the odds will be better, and we'll be able to defeat them in the field and take the settlement during the end turn. Well, they sallied out, the garrison sallied out, and the odds weren't better, so we ran away. Unfortunately, we ran into the range of two armies that I hadn't spotted on the map. And so we've already retreated once, which means when these two armies attacked us, we could not retreat. And so this would be technically our second retreat of the turn. This is essentially a fight to the death for Iolus. Like, if we don't win this, the army, because we've retreated already once this time, the army will be destroyed. What's a raid against us here? Nothing too crazy, but we are outnumbered 2-1. So we're still very much in the early game. So we have Canaanite shield bearers and some Canaanite sellswords, backed up by some skirmishers here, but there, as you can see, there's quite a few of them. And then we've got some spears out on the flank. And then the reinforcing army is a mix of Canaanite recruits with club-wielding troops, and we have also a bunch of slingers. So very basic armies, nothing too serious in there. And then what we've got at our disposal, we have in the front line, we've got a whole bunch of these Sheridan looters. And then in behind, we have the Sheridan swordsmen, who are each carrying a pair of javelins. And then, of course, we've got Iolus. And then in behind here, we've got some skirmishers and the seasoned harpooners. So these guys are going to help with a little bit of flanking. So essentially, the plan is we're going to charge them. And I am hoping to break through their center and get to the reinforcements before they're able to organize and get into formation. We've got to really push as quickly as possible, break through this, and then just try and keep this disorganized as possible and get into their flanks. And we're hoping that between the charge bonus, the lethality, the speed, and the morale shocks, that we can cause a mass rout. So that's the plan. Let's see how she goes.
By the power of Grayskull.
Battles do feel a little bit like Shogun 2 to me. I don't know if I'm just crazy, but that's the closest comparison out of any of the Total Wars as to how the battles have been playing out thus far for me. So there's definitely I think Total War in general has some issues with the blobs. There's definitely seems like there's I don't know. We'll investigate that more in future videos, perhaps, and see if we can break it down. But there's definitely some problems that arise when units get clumped together. That's the one knock I would say about these battles, is it just it's blob on blob action a lot of the time, which is fine, but yeah, there's certain problems that come with that. But anyway, like I said, we'll investigate that in a future video because I haven't really looked into it too much yet. I just want to try and showcase here all of the elements that I've mentioned already. So far so good. We've sort of cracked a hole in the center here. We've got them pinned down on the edge, on the flank there, and we're making our way in. These reinforcements, for whatever reason, are not moving too quickly. I don't know what's they're moving, but yeah, they don't seem to be any particular hurry, which, you know, whatever. That's how they want to approach the battle. That's fine. Aeolus is breaking through here.
One of your units has depleted their ammunition.
Oh, and if you're wondering why the video is titled HeMan tries Total War Pharaoh, it's Aeolus, I think he bears a striking resemblance to HeMan for starters, number one. But also, I just renamed him in my campaign to HeMan, so yeah, that's I mean, really has nothing to do with what we're doing here, but a little bit of flavor there for you. I'm not keen. This is one thing that drives me nuts, is this giant panel that pops up when you mouse over the units. If anyone knows how to get rid of this or how to reduce it, my gosh, I'd be infinitely grateful if you could let me know how that works. But yeah, it just I mean, obviously it's information that's, you know, important, especially when you're playing the game. Alright, so here we go. We've broken through the center, and we've got a lot of units routing, and these charging into them, the fact that they're disorganized. We've got the harpooners in behind, and the combination of the charge bonus, the lethality, and now the morale shock is causing this mass rout here. And like the last time I've seen this in Total Wars really is Shogun 2, in my opinion. And yeah, most of their units are running, which is freaking fantastic. So we've got these guys, the flank, we kind of left these guys just to pin them, and they've lost the fight out there. But in the meantime, we've completely crushed their center, and their second army is now routing. And so as soon as we get these guys off the field, we'll be able to spin around and deal with them. But it looks like the army losses is about to kick in, and here you go, guys.
Victory is within your grasp. How can we win? We will fight another day.
HeMan does it again.
Victory is ours. This is why they fear us.
There we go. Not bad. Close victory, but we were outnumbered 2-1. And, well, almost 2-1. But we managed to snatch a victory from the jaws of defeat. But yeah, we'll take a much closer look to some more of these battles in Total War Pharaoh. It's been a lot of fun, though. I guess I didn't even notice this rank 24, rank 1. So that probably had a little bit to do with the fact that things went as well as they did. But look at the kills on some of these guys: 360, 324. These Sheridan looters, they're fast and they've got good charge bonus. So and they've got that lethality. So they even though they're not well armored, they do pack a bit of a punch. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't be afraid to leave a like or a comment. Have a great day. Ragnarok out.